And on the suggestion that maybe I got it completely wrong, let's bring in a man who would love to say exactly that. My friend, Bill O'Reilly. Good to see you, sir. Journalist and author of the book, don't screw up my intro, Killing the Legends, The Lethal Danger of Celebrity. Okay, Bill, I didn't want you to step on your own introduction about the book.
Yeah, I didn't know you were going to be that generous and promote the book up top. We'll do it again at the end, I hope. I support fracking, but I don't know if Fetterman does. Does he support fracking? But he didn't. Now he does. Does he know what fracking is? First of all, NewsNation should be congratulated for running that debate. Very helpful to the nation, I believe. Got good numbers with it. And that's a credit to your operation. Secondly, this is all about tribalism. It is obvious Fetterman is not qualified to sit in the U.S. Senate. And if he does win, he'll join Feinstein of California as being incapacitated. She totally out of it, yet she sits there and whatever they tell her to do, she does. So that's where Fetterman would be. Do we really want that? I guess the tribal, and you use the word, it's tribalism, is so strong inside the political parties that they're willing to accept incapacitated people, because that's what Fetterman is. And you were right about the power. He wants power.
You're not wrong to make the assumption because of what you saw. I'm just saying the onus is on him. He should have his doctor come out, show the scan, and say, look, I'm telling you, this is the recovery process. He doesn't sound great, but I'm telling you, when we test him 9 times out of 10, you know, remember when former President Trump repeated those words back that they tell you when you're at the doctor or whatever? Whatever the testing is, here it is, here are the results. He's okay. The onus is on him, not pointing it out. I don't know he's not up to it.
He's not okay. He's not okay, okay?
He's clearly not okay.
Not okay, okay? You can have 50,000 things going on. He's not able to do the job in the Senate. Hello? Do we all get that? Not able. The Democratic Party should have removed him and put someone else in there, but they did not. And now the good people of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania have to make a decision. The tribal fanatics, the zombies, will vote for him. But the people who would like efficient representation will not. And this has nothing to do with Oz. I'm not a big Oz fan, okay? But this guy, he disqualified himself last night. He can't do it, Cuomo.
I hear you. I get the argument. I think they teed themselves up for it. But you know what? Every election is about the alternative. So even though clearly Fetterman didn't do himself any favors, Bill, it's still about him or Oz. And Oz is a guy who's changed his positions also. And Oz is a guy who's made a lot of gaffes. And Oz is a guy who's not from Pennsylvania. And Oz is a guy who was pitching a couple of ideas last night that I don't think anybody can believe. One being that, hey, I'm going to work with everybody. Nobody believes that. Everybody knows what happens once he gets on a team, okay? He's going to do what the team tells him to do. So just suggesting it, I think, is going to make people feel like, oh, here we go again. This guy can't be believed. And the other thing is that there's some kind of transferability about him being in an operating room and being in Washington.
What do you want me to say to that, Cuomo?
Well, they got to vote for one or the other. Maybe they'll bank on Fetterman getting better because Oz can only get worse.
No, you can stay home or you can write in somebody else's name. Look, Oz, you're correct, is going to vote down the line Republican. That's what he'll do, all right? And, you know, for him to say he's going to try to work with, all right, that's what Biden said, right? Didn't Biden say, yeah, I'm going to get everybody in there. I'm going to work with everybody. It's all a bunch of bull. Unfortunately, American politics is that way now. We don't get much sincerity or genuineness at all. But the fascinating part here is, will the voters in Pennsylvania vote for a guy who cannot do the job? That's fascinating to me. Feinstein just lost it, okay? So she's out in the ozone. Nobody's going to do anything about it. They should. But you're going to put two senators in there who just can't calibrate what's going on? I just think it's shocking.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of News Nation's fact-driven coverage.